Being tracked by someone is exasperating and hazardous. No one likes to imagine themselves as the subject of surveillance. Celebrities often find themselves in such predicaments, relentlessly followed by the media. One such instance occurred with Sandra Bullock. An intruder once breached her home, and she resorted to hiding in an emergency escape within her wardrobe before summoning the police. However, it isn't just celebrities who fall prey to such stalking. Ordinary individuals face it as well. The Eerie whistler, Jacqueline, an 18-year-old residing in the United States, began to hear a whistling sound outside her home in 1959. An unknown person would place their fingers in their mouth and start a continuous whistle outside Jacqueline's bedroom window. This happened repeatedly, yet whenever Jacqueline tried to catch a glimpse of the perpetrator from her window, no one was visible. The episodes persisted until one night when someone broke into the house. Jacqueline and her mother immediately contacted the police, but the intruder left no traces. The whistling continued every night. Eventually, Jacqueline got engaged to Officer Herbert Bilsom. Unfortunately, this only amplified the whistling, which now resonated with a funeral-like tone. Jacqueline and her mother began receiving threatening phone calls. In one chilling call, the anonymous caller vowed to kill Jacqueline and disembowel her with a sharp knife if she proceeded with the wedding. The threats escalated her fear, especially since she began hearing frequent moans near her window at night. After repeatedly involving the police, the case caught the attention of the press. Journalists camped around, hoping to capture the mysterious figure or get an exclusive snapshot, but all in vain. Some speculated the whistling was a figment of Jacqueline's imagination, but one evening, while conversing with Herbert and a journalist at her home, they all heard the whistling together. The sound drove Jacqueline to tears, and Herbert and the journalist scoured the area, yet found no one. Suggestions poured in for Jacqueline to relocate temporarily. Even when she stayed with relatives, the whistling followed her. Herbert then offered her sanctuary at his home. Shortly after, her mother received a call from the stalker, revealing he knew Jacqueline's exact whereabouts. Jacqueline and Herbert married in October of the same year. Remarkably, the stalker's threats weren't carried out. Perhaps he was within Herbert's network, aimed to torment them briefly, or Herbert discovered his identity and chose silence. Some believe the stalker was a deranged lover of Jacqueline who lost sanity after her engagement, though his torment began before her engagement to Herbert. Others suspected a malevolent spirit obsessed with Jacqueline, ensuring her life was a living nightmare. However, the true identity of the whistler remains a mystery.